Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another unboxing video, and today I have a cool little controller for the Switch from a company called NYXI. Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, NYXI or NYXI. Pretty sure it's NYXI. But we do have a new controller from that company. They set out to solve a slight problem that we have in the gaming industry. They want to make a pro controller style controller that also act as some Joy-Cons. So this is supposed to solve both of those issues, and it does have some cool little features to go along with it. So I want to go ahead and unbox it for you guys. But before I get started, I want to give you guys a quick disclaimer that NYXI did not send this out to me. I purchased this with my own money on the NYXI website. I believe it was $62, and I was able to get a coupon code for like 15% off or something. So I paid somewhere in the $55 range or something like that. So paid with my own money. This is the new Hyperion Pro. From my understanding, there's only one Pro controller that they offer at the moment. Hyperion Pro in this green and gold. I'm pretty sure that this is supposed to be their Tears of the Kingdom themed controller, but for legal reasons and licensing they can't. So it doesn't even say Nintendo Switch. It says wireless controller for NS, Lite, and OLED. So you guys know where that is going. So the cool feature about this that makes it a pro controller that I know at this moment is that they do have these new Hall effect joysticks. So it uses magnets instead of friction to detect movement. So it's supposed to last a lifetime or way longer than these old style friction joysticks, which all the controllers have at the moment. They're slowly starting to move into the Hall effect ones because they last longer, but we'll have to see. So also these have RGB lights going around. You got turbo and some macro buttons in the back. So you do have 2 additional buttons in the back. That's pretty cool. So that's what the controller looks like. They got RGB lights, comfortable feel, vibration. I believe the only thing you're missing is HD rumble, whatever the rumble that these have, and NFC. I believe that they don't have NFC, but I mean, who's really using NFC these days? Not me. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox it. I'll show you what it looks like, go over some of the features. All right, real quick before we take a look at that, this is the middle piece by NYXI. Just a little plastic piece there. Let me go ahead and focus. Little plastic piece. I mean, it is what it is. It does feel like 3D printed a little bit, but we'll have to see. You do get a USB A to USB excuse me, USB A to USB Type C. So good to see that it's a USB Type C. You do get a real hefty manual. This thing ain't light. Let me see. You did get different languages or stuff like that, but basically that's what it is. And it's showing you there how to attach it to the Switch itself, how to attach it to here, how to pair it. So again, this is supposed to be pro controller style, which this is my favorite controller for the Switch at the moment. It's supposed to bridge that, and they're supposed to make this pro controller. Pro controller, I can't talk this morning. Ooh. So here we have it. Here is the controller itself. Oh, that is light. Does this even have a battery? How does this have a battery? It's super light. These things weigh nothing. Wait a minute. Man, I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say these weigh like the same. Maybe even, or these are maybe even a little lighter. Wow. I mean, they can't be too heavy, right? If you're going to be hooking up the Switch to them. But there is the right and left. And let's go over some of the buttons that they have, starting with the right. All right, so my camera has focus. So you do have the plus, the XYBA, the joystick, which doesn't have a lot of tension on it. Not sure how I feel about that. This one definitely has some tension. This one has less tension, and there's no grip on this. I don't know if you could see it. It's like a plastic with a rubber end to it, but there's no, it doesn't go over the flat part. So it's just, you're only getting, and you can kind of see it there. Let me see if I can, you can kind of see it there. Like, you're basically getting this middle plastic part and no rubber. I don't like that. I like it so that it, excuse the dirtiness on this controller. I like it that the rubber wraps over, so it gives you something to hold on to. This one doesn't seem to have it, so I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. So buttons are really clicky. Do have a turbo button. My camera's going crazy. Turbo button, a home button, a very clicky R bumper button, a very mushy ZR button, clicky, mushy. You do have the two buttons on the top here if you're gonna use it like this, I guess. And you do have a M button and a vibrate button. And let's take a look at the left Joy-Con here. You do have a plus sign, obviously the joystick, the very clicky D-pad. Not sure how good this D-pad is, but it's very clicky compared to the mushy Pro controller. I'm not a D-pad snob or anything. No offense to you guys out there, but this one seems solid, I guess. I'm not sure. Another turbo button and a capture button. We do have the two buttons on the side, the pair button, the back ML button, and an M button, and I think that's a rumble button. Again, you do get clicky, mushy. This is gonna be, I guess, digital. It's gonna register 1 point. I don't think it's gonna be registering the pressure you're pressing it down with. Very clicky. I like my controllers to be very clicky. So this one, so far, so good. So far, so good. All right, so let me go ahead and pair it up to my Switch. Actually, before I do that, let me pair it up to my Switch, hook it up with the middle part, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like paired to the Switch. Be right back. All right, guys, so the first thing I did was connect it to the Switch itself. I guess it registered them, it paired it, and everything was fine. And then I hooked it up to the middle part to try to see if I can use it as a Pro controller. And as you can see, oh, I didn't mention it does have 2 separate USB Type-C ports to charge them separately. I do not like that. I wish that it was just 1 port, kind of like the Pro controller over here just has that 1 port, but you know, what can you do? So if you need to charge these up, hook them up to the system, it will charge it that way. So I want to show you guys that it does have a really important feature, in my opinion, for a controller: wake to sleep. Here you go, wake to sleep. Bam, you press it and you're back in the game. All right, so really quick, let's take a look at the RGB. So the way you can change the RGB, they do have a couple of colors and modes. So you hold down the turbo button and then you press down the thumbstick. So you got yellow right there. Let me turn down some lights here so you guys can see the RGBs a little bit better. Yeah, you should be able to see it a little bit better. Blue, green, purple, orange, white, this rainbow multicolored, and back to red. Now the way you change the effects is you press down turbo and double click. So let's go ahead and double click. Now you have a pulsating. It's going through all of the colors at the moment. So it's red, Now it goes to yellow, so on and so forth. Then you go ahead and click it again. You do have this rainbow multicolor thing that's kind of pulsating through all the colors. And then off. And if you notice, these light up too. So I think that's pretty cool. You see? The X, Y, B, and A light up as well. So you can technically have, let's say, you can have something rotating there, and you can have a different color here. So you can technically have two separate colors going on. So if you're into RGBs, that should be pretty cool. You can see it right there a little bit better, right? So that's how you control the RGBs on them. I believe if they turn off, they reset. So you might need to, if you got a favorite color and you want to go and it's at the end of the list, you might need to set it up every time you use them. To me, RGB is not a big deal. I do like that this is lit up though. The X, Y, B, and A buttons, I do like that that's lit up, but the RGB things, it's not really a big deal, but whatever. I like it. I think it wastes some batteries though, but whatever. And also you do have these back buttons here that you can assign to any of these buttons. Now this one I think can only be used with these buttons, and this one can only be used with these buttons. So currently I have it set as jump. I think I already kind of messed with it. So right now, oh, okay. So the way you turn it off, it might be out of focus a little bit, but let me try to. Okay, so now it's off. You can see here, turned off, right? Let's say I want to set it to the jump button, right? Or, well, let's do the jump button. So what you have to do is you have to press the M button, the jump button, and then the back button. So now, as you can see, I am jumping. So now if I'm fighting, let's say I'm fighting these leaves or these bushes right now, and I want to jump, I don't need to take my finger off of the joystick. I can just kind of press this button back here. Let's go ahead and change it to the attack button. Kind of hard to. And now, so now I'm attacking with that back button as well, right? Not sure. It's a little slower. Not sure if it's registering it like, but it's a little slower. Okay, there you go. That's faster. So I guess the pressure that you put down on the button, or how long you hold this button, will determine if it does that or not. So let's say I want to do a holding button. And I set it to that. So now it's, all right. Let's try it one more time. Check it out. So it depends on how long you hold it. So if you're playing a game that has sensitive buttons that, depending on what you're holding, will do like a short jump or a long jump, you got to keep that in mind. I do know that this have some turbo features as well. I don't exactly know how to set that up, but to me that's not a huge deal on my end, at least. And then how you take it out is you press that button back there and you press the button in the back, and now you don't have it assigned to anything. And I know you could do macros as well. So let's say I do press this, jump, attack, attack. So now if I press this, it's gonna jump, attack, attack. So whatever I assign to that back button when I selected it, that's what comes out. Pretty cool, right? So let's say you wanna map this one. You press it, hold, and now you press this back button, So I don't think that you can map something on this to the back button on this one and then vice versa, but you know, it is what it is. So press that one and it's gone. All right, so let me go ahead and play just a little bit with the Joy-Cons attached. Now for some reason this side is extremely sticky. I'm not sure what happened. You can see that it's like pretty hard to take out. This side, I believe, comes out very easily. Not sure what happened. That one clicks in, you hear the little clicking sound. Let me get rid of my prop tool. That one clicks in, and then you'll see that it is registered as Joy-Cons. Oh, this is uncomfortable. Let me play a little bit like this just to show you guys that it works. So let me get rid of that macro button. So now the button in the back is not doing anything. Check it out. Man, I'm like crouched over the camera. It's hurting my back, so I don't know how long I can keep this angle up for you guys. But let's go ahead and I don't want to go that way. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of the movement here before my back breaks. Spinal, right? There you go. Just what it looks like. Actually, let me show you guys some back views here. That's what it looks like on the OLED Tears of the Kingdom version. I'm going to go ahead and compare the size to the Pro controller and the Joy-Cons next. That's what it looks like. It does have like a little bit of raisivity right there. Comfortable grips on the bottom. It's pretty cool. Let me go ahead and take it off. You'll see, I don't know if it's my unit or what, but this side is a little difficult to take out. And they're rumbling. You can use them separately. They register. You won't be able to see. You can use them separately. Let's go ahead and compare it to the Joy-Con. So I'm assuming all the stuff that works for Joy-Con that uses the rail, you could use it for here. Check it out. Top view. Significantly bigger, but it's going to be more comfortable. This is not going to have the IR thing that literally no game I think only one uses the IR. It's not going to have the NFC, and it's got rumble. It doesn't have no rumble. It's got rumble, but I don't think it has like the HD rumble, which I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but there it is. Let's go ahead and put it on the middle part. That one slips in really easily, and then this one, I don't know if it's my unit or not, but and that's the size comparison. So this is going to be bigger than the Pro controller. It's going to be bigger. So if you got bigger hands, this might work out a little bit better for you. All right, guys, so I'm going to be using it. If you got any questions on this controller, comment below. I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Help me out. Like this video. Share with your friends. And I'll be linking up, if I can find a Amazon affiliate link for this item, I'll go ahead and link it in the description below. If you're thinking about picking this up, if you use my affiliate link, you'll be, helping out my channel, supporting my channel with purchasing through my link, and I appreciate you all. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.